Hello, it's Corey Parlin from Great Lakes Motorcycle Coach, and today I'm just going to talk to you about a few bike washing tips. It's going to be fun. Kind of the obvious stuff. It's good to have an exhaust plug for your bike just so that you don't push a whole bunch of water down in the exhaust. That's probably not the best idea. If you're in a pinch, you could use a rubber glove to go over the back of the muffler, the silencer, or some duct tape. Whatever you need to do to seal that off a little bit would be good. Next step, an airbox cover if your filter is disgusting like mine is. Airbox covers are great because then you can wash out the airbox and get all that dirt and grime out before you try and squeeze a new or a freshly oiled filter in there. So I like these airbox covers. Let's say you have a really clean air filter in there. It wasn't dusty and you just put a new filter in, so you don't want to have to take it out. I don't like taking the filter out if I don't have to, just because every time you do, you stand a chance of getting in there, getting a little dirt in there or something like that, and then you're gonna have to clean the boot out. So for me, if the filter's pretty clean, I'll take a plastic bag. These Polysport bags are super nice, but I just kind of take them. You gotta really make sure you get it over on the top so that it doesn't create a funnel down into the filter. But anyway, kind of work a bag into there and then put your cover on after you've got the bag on top of the filter. And the bag is just going to protect it from getting any water, pushing the dirt into the filter or pushing water through the filter. So yeah, a good bag really goes a long way to cover that filter. The next thing that I would say for washing bikes that's really nice is to get a pump sprayer. There's some electronic ones. I've just got the pumper upper. So put your soap of choice in, and then when you go to soap up your bike, you're not. I mean, it might be good to work on your arm pump, I guess, but anyway, for time's sake, if you wash a lot of bikes or if you just don't have a ton of time like most people, these are nice. Just spray the soap. That's kind of cool, right? And then when you're power washing your bike, the obvious stuff most of us know, you don't want to blast your bearings. You don't want to blast your chain. Those type of things go a little easier around them. A chain brush is really a good thing to use too if you've got a really nasty, grimy chain. When you get all finished, I like to use some kind of a water displacing product on all the pivots, foot peg pivot, shifter pivot. I'll spray a little bit into the handlebar control pivots. Nothing crazy, but just enough, right? And then do a little bit of a water displacement on the chain as well. After that, I like to get the chain hot before I put chain lube on it, and that just makes the chain lube bond to the chain a little bit better. The chain lube is synthetic and it activates better when the chain is warm. So that's one other thing I like to do. Beyond that, when you're cleaning your boots, I love the cones. Cones are a nice way to clean your boots off. And one thing that I did learn from Alpinestars is if you leave the soap on too long, it can be hard on the threads if you're using really aggressive soap. So when I do, I spray the soap on and try and get it back off pretty quickly and then use a boot dryer. The other thing, when I'm washing stuff, I'm looking for different patterns, right, on the bike and on my gear. So these are a newer pair of boots for me, and I'm pleasantly surprised because all the wear is mainly on my toes. So I've been working on riding on my toes more. So you can look at the bottom of your boots and just see how you're riding and see if it's what you're after. Beyond that, the hinges on some of these boots, they get kind of squeaky, right? So I use this silicone spray. It's a clear silicone, and just spray that down in the hinges. That way you don't get that, whoa, squawk, squawk, squawk. You know how that is. Beyond that, I'm sure there's a few things I'm missing, but that's kind of the high points for washing your bike and your gear up. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me know if you have any questions, and I'll see you guys later. Was that good?